Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, the Cornea Impression. What are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about Infiniti's brand new QX55. The QX55 is based on the QX50 SUV from Infiniti. Now this is a sports coupe style SUV and definitely a good looking one. I have to say, the front end is the most interesting bit about this car in terms of looks. It's got a lot of cuts, a lot of folds and a lot of angular shapes, making sure the car looks sporty. The headlights are handsome, so are the fog lights down there with this whole angular looking side profile. An origami Ford inspired grille over here and the massive Infiniti logo. I think this is probably the largest brand logo I have seen on a car ever. Let's talk about the side profile, and what you can see is a sporty coupe style roofline. Now this is their sportier version of the QX50. So it comes with 20-inch rims, very handsome looking, and a blacked out pack. So you have black side mirrors, black roof rails, black spoiler, and this is the fully optioned sensory pack car. So it comes with pretty much every option you can think of. Sorry about me squinting, there's too much sun behind me. But let's talk about the rear because that's interesting too in terms of looks. Now the rear has its own unique design. Obviously because it's a sportback styling, it comes out and bulges out a bit. But what's unique are the tail lights. Now these tail lights kind of remind me of a very futuristic sci-fi kind of car. And when we light them up in the dark, they have a lot of road presence, a lot of unique signature presence of these tail lights. You can clearly come to know that this is an Infiniti QX55. When people can identify a car on the road with just the tail lights, that's a good battle to win. A lot of times you've seen car brands have ads in which people are carrying heavy stuff, they walk to the car and they slide their foot below the car and the boot opens. This is the first time it's actually happened with me. Most cars it never works, but it's happened with the Infiniti. So good job Infiniti, I like it. Let's talk about the interiors. This particular car has a sensory pack, so it's pretty much all options. So you got two-tone leather with contrast stitching. Pretty much everywhere you touch and see is leather except for this bit of the center console. They could have done that as well because then it would give it an extra premium feel. Is it as good as the German competition? No, it isn't. But still not bad. Decent effort by Infiniti. You have storage space over here in the center. The gear lever is short and nice. I mean, you would think that you wouldn't like using it, but once you start driving the car, it's okay. It's not bad. And there's some storage space over here. Infotainment on the QX55 is a tad bit complicated. You have a dual screen layout, which is fine. But what is the screen supposed to do? Well, this screen controls everything. So it has climate control, infotainment, audio systems. Everything is controlled via this screen. This screen can control navigation and the reversing camera, but it also is the one that is connected to your wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Top screen is brighter than the bottom screen. So when you look while driving, intuitively you go for the brighter screen, not looking at the screen below, which is the one you actually want to access. You still got a CD changer though. Your kids will be like, Dad, Mom, what is this hole in the middle? Because this is the full options car, it has a ton of features which would not be there in the base car, such as 16 speakers from Bose, which sound okay-ish. Nothing to write home about. The reversing camera, even though it has multiple angles and you can change it, the resolution of the camera and the screen is not at par with the competition. You have temperature control, this goes back. 60-40 rear split seats, which probably come flat all the way down. Yeah, decent. Yeah, anybody taller than 6 feet will definitely have trouble with the headroom. Cops coming. The QX55 comes with a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, producing 268 horsepower, mated to a 7-speed transmission. Now, initially, when you start driving this car at low speed, there is a hint of turbo lag, and it's just slightly jerky. It's not smooth enough. When you start, you just kind of feel that there's something amiss. There's some kind of lag happening over there, which makes the initial drive period a bit jerky. But once it starts to go, it really goes, and it's pretty fast. It does 0 to 100 in 6.7 seconds, give or take, which is decent enough for a city car, which is where it will be driven most of the time. And floor it, and it's fast, but the engine is very noisy and very loud. It kind of feels out of breath and out of its element. So this car is a car that you don't want to push around. The cabin is quiet, so you kind of have a very, very relaxing drive. At times, it's so relaxing that you probably forget that you're driving and start checking your mobile phone. But a very smooth and refined drive on the highway, a very big plus. The suspension is great over bumps and speed bumps and potholes and everything. It's pretty good. So you're taken care of on that front. The steering wheel is nice, light, easy to use, very precise, but it doesn't have enough feedback, and that's where there's no driver engagement. Again, it goes to stay the fact that this is not a driver's car, but it's a car for the daily masses. It's a car that you want to be isolated from the driving job or driving part of it. This is a top-of-the-line car priced at $61,000 or 225,000 dirhams. Do you feel it's worth it? Do you feel that you kind of get value for your money? Personally, I don't think so. But it definitely has a lot of boxes going for it. Yes, you may like this car, but I would always tell you to go and test drive cars from all the other manufacturers. Go take a look at it, see what you're getting for your price point, what service packages, what maintenance, what insurance, what engine options are available from the other manufacturers, and then take your call. Because end of the day, it is your money and you should feel happy on where you spend it. So stay tuned for more content. Until next time, see you guys. Ciao. Bye. Okay, let's do that again. Come on. Come on. No. Time to reset.